This may all be happening right now. 20th Century Fox.
Greetings, Exalted One.
The man who brought you American graffiti now bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet.
Hey, what's the story with our chicken, man? Have the eggs had a chance to hatch yet?
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe. Big, sprawling space saga of rebellion and romance. It's a spectacle.
Where's Ray?
Light years ahead of its time.
I'm just here to get Ray. I'll go in and try to find Ray. The troopers will be on our tail.
My name's Omega.
Hello.
Echo. Tick.
It's an epic
Crosshair.
of heroes.
Tick. Echo. Wrecker. Hunter. Crosshair. My name's Omega.
Oh, good for you!
Villains
Greetings, Exalted One.
and aliens from 1,000 worlds. Star Wars. 1 billion years in the making. And it's coming to your galaxy this summer.
This is the way.
It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
This is where the fun begins.
Now this is pod racing.
Luke Skywalker was just a farm boy until he received a mysterious message from a princess.
Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
Come on, New Zealand, try something
Star
new.
Wars, starring Mark Hamill,
I'm Luke Skywalker. I'm here to rescue you.
He's no Jedi.
Stormtrooper.
Harrison Ford,
Boring conversation anyway. Whoa, we're gonna get company! I think we took a wrong turn.
Carrie Fisher,
I
Alec Guinness,
am out here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you.
20th Century Fox presents the most
Greetings,
extraordinary
Exalted
motion picture of all time, Star Wars.
Here's where the fun begins.
No legendary adventure
Oh,
of the past
good
could be
for
as
you.
exciting as this romance
I
of the
want to
future.
use the Force and become a Jedi like my father.
May the Force be with you in Star Wars.
Bad feeling about this.
Hey, what's the story with our chicken, man? Have the eggs had a chance to hatch yet? Maybe you can go check on it for me, my friend.
Where's Ray?
Like my father
20th
before.
Century Fox and George Lucas bring you an adventure unlike anything on your planet. Star Wars.
Stop that ship! Time to club.
Oh my, I'd forgotten how much I hate space travel.
Here they come.
Like my father before. Come on, New Zealand, try something new.
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.
It's a big, sprawling space saga of rebellion and romance.
This station is now the ultimate power in the universe.
Oh, good for you!
And they use something they call pyroprocessing. The interesting thing is they call it pyroprocessing, but it's a molten salt process. They're dissolving this thing in a molten salt, and they're doing electrochemistry on it. Why don't they call it molten salt? They want no association with molten salt.
The shroud of the dark side has fallen. Begun.
Dad Wars.
Has.
Dad Wars.
We are live. Here we go again. It feels good to be back. Welcome to Dad Wars. This is the weekly reckoning. I'm your host and dad for the evening, Justin. It's great to see you guys again. We've been off for a little while. Let's get started. All right. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with us live. We're looking forward to connecting with you, our fellow Star Wars fans, tonight. I hope everyone's sitting down and or holding on to your hats when I tell you that we have 61 subscribers. Yes, 61 subscribers now. Amazing, right? Sure, that's monumental, but it's not enough. So please use the Force. Hit that like button now and subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel. And we hope to connect with you in the live chat in the comments below. Remember, you're our only hope. You really are. If the sight of us is unbearable, you can also hear us on our weekly podcast on Apple and Spotify. Those links are in the show description below. It's been a crazy, exciting week. The dust has settled on the Star Wars Visions, so the dads and I will be reviewing the anthology series and each revealing our favorite top 3 tonight. I'm sure you just cannot wait for that. Guess what else? Your lovable co-host Erin had a big birthday on the 23rd, and in true Dad Wars fashion, we're going to be celebrating with him belatedly, because that's how we do it here. We've got a few surprises in store, and we hope you'll stick around for that as well. And before we begin, I need to give a shout out to my wife, Laura, for putting up with this experiment, this project, and putting the 3 younglings to bed tonight. I really appreciate it, and I love my wife dearly. No, we did not get in a fight. That's right from the heart, folks. And she just texted me this picture of Piper. This got me right in the mood for the show. I'm so excited. All right. Isn't that awesome? We didn't play. Grogu was not placed there. This was not a setup. That's just how she fell asleep. So love it. Love it. All right. Let's see here. And that's it. That looks like mission accomplished for bedtime. All right. So now it is time for the weekly reckoning. Let's do this.
I'll show you the dark side.
Hello there.
Here we go again. There he is.
That's an intense opening. There's a lot going on there.
It gets more and more robust each week, right?
Yeah.
But you know what I forgot to put in? I didn't forget. I knew the Bruce Boa 5-minute soliloquy about the light and the dark. I knew that would probably just drive you nuts. So I left that out this evening. Erin, my co-host.
Like the full 20-minute version.
I was just going to let it loop for tonight. That was going to be our show, but I was going to have you like right in the center frame and then Bruce Boa. But it is your birthday show, so I was thinking about just, yeah, we'll see. We might let Bruce might check in with us later, but how you doing? Okay. Happy belated?
I'm doing all right. Yeah, I'm doing okay. How are you doing?
I'm great. I'm glad to be home. I'm glad to be back on the East Coast. I had you and Laura, my support systems while I was out in Arizona, out in the desert with the desert people, with their gaffy sticks and selling droids. But I'm glad to be back, man. I'm back in my zone. And you're still out on the West Coast. That was a good thing about it. You're West Coast. I'm usually East Coast, so for us to be out there, I could call you, and it was a reasonable hour, and we could chat and talk.
Yeah.
And so as you know, I had a little fun while I was out there. Meaning, I really let my hair down, and I went to a movie right before I came back. I went all the way to Arizona, worked hard for 3 days, and then I topped it off with some Shang-Chi at the local AMC. First time I've been in a theater for a new film in a year and a half. And you had strongly recommended I go check out Shang-Chi, and my goodness, that did not disappoint, man.
It's fun.
So
it's
excited.
a great, fun movie.
It is. It is. You want to spoil it? How good it is? Let's spoil it.
So there's karate.
Is it, or
I've
is
said
it
too much?
It's actually well, it's probably mixed martial arts, but I think primarily it's kung fu.
Yeah.
But we got a real A-list Asian American superhero, and he is awesome. And
He's so. I said it when you we spoke after you saw it, and I said he's a movie star. Like the minute he comes on screen, he's got the star thing, and I'm just so happy for this guy. Like, yeah man, paved that way. It's so great.
Everything worked. I feel like everything worked for this movie. It was full of surprises, and it was bigger, much bigger than I ever imagined it could be. Yeah. Without being overwrought. Like everything in it seemed meaningful. It didn't seem to have too much fluff, but some fantastic cast, funny where it needed to be, action like you've never seen it. Like to me, it just kind of redefined like martial arts on film, you know?
Yeah, it's great.
Just seamless stuff. But yeah, that was amazing. So it was like the highlight of my trip. I should also give a shout out. We had the crew we had out there. This film crew was amazing. I was out there shooting something for a big client of ours, and the local crew, they just were well polished, well oiled machine. You know, young crew, and then the producer on their end. I was producer on our end. Joined forces with Derek Smith. This guy is a creative producer. This guy is awesome, and we bonded just like that.
Nice.
Talk Star Wars. He hit subscribe within seconds of me telling him I had a channel. And as we were wrapping, he gave my co-producer and myself a gift. Like each of us got a gift. My co-producer got a couple of Uber cards, which was great, some Uber gift cards. He got me a Lego set, Star Wars Lego set.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So definitely left an impression. So there are good people out in the desert. I didn't know what I would expect, but
so he's always been like a close friend to me too. If he wants to give away Legos.
Also, he would be a good contact for you. I don't know what that drive would be like, but he's always shooting around the California and Arizona, and so I think you guys might be able to collaborate one of these days on something. I can't imagine you couldn't.
Yeah, the drive from my place to Arizona is going to be a while. Yeah. That's going to be a tough one.
We should get you some Uber cards for sure.
There you go.
So yeah, Shang-Chi, shout out to Derek. That was a really good contact to have out there for sure.
Nice.
I went out to an outdoor seating area. It's by the way, when I went to the movie, I went at like early bird special time. We wrapped a little early. Went to like a 5 o'clock show. There were 2 other people in the theater. Everybody was masked. We were safe. It was a big theater too, which I was like, oh, good for me. It's not a packed theater because it wouldn't be that for me. Just the way we're running our show here wouldn't be that responsible of me with the little kiddies and the seniors in our inner circle. But there were a couple people there. But then I was like, oh no, there's nobody going to the movies.
So you streaked, didn't you? You like took all your clothes off and ran around.
I did take a shoe off. Yeah, kind of. I took one shoe off. Yeah, it was wild. It was a wild night. But speaking of wild night, we got a Lyft driver ride home from an outdoor seating. My 3 other coworkers and I went to a outdoor Mexican restaurant and jumped in the Lyft, got a ride home, and the guy was playing Newsmax. We don't get too political on this show, but it really triggered me. Newsmax and or Glenn Beck. I'm still here, by the way. And they were ripping on Star Wars and how it's affecting the youth and like it's corrupting the youth. And I think I just was like, this has to be some kind of cosmic joke that that I love Star Wars so much, and that's what he's listening to, and he just like cranked it up and ripped the knob off.
Yeah.
And if it were my account, like, because you get passenger rated as well. When you get an Uber, you rate your driver, and you could. I was gonna tear the guy apart, not physically, but I was gonna let him have it. But it was my co-producer's account, so I was like, I don't want to blow up my buddy's passenger rating because this guy will give him a 1 star or 0, whatever. so I didn't. But it was really odd. You know, always out there looking for Star Wars stuff wherever we go, and that was like a weird use of Star Wars. Hearing Glenn Beck kind of say "Slave Leia" kind of salaciously, salacious Crumley.
Nice, well played. Yeah, I saw somebody posted something on Twitter the other day. It was a screenshot of Fox News saying something about how there's a problem with the term Jedi. I don't even remember what it was, and I just like I can't even begin to.
I think it was related to that. I think they're like trying to give this some kind of traction, but we won't. It was just absurd. And this driver, he probably rides around all night. And when that went to commercial, he went to another crazy channel. But so it sounds like it looks like Michael Ead was able to check out Shang-Chi as well. And
nice.
That's awesome. Mike actually texted me last Sunday as I was flying to Arizona for the trip and was like, "Are you on tonight?" And I felt bad because I had not really given any notice to our fans, our subscribers, our friends that we weren't going to be on that Sunday night. So apologies there, but we will prepare next time for that. We're still trying to figure things out.
And the reason we're doing a Saturday night show is because you're going to be traveling again.
I'm going to be traveling again, yeah. Luckily, it's only 50 miles east to Manhattan, so I can hang out with some more clients for a few days. But, yeah, this Saturday night thing, I kind of dig it. I kind of like it because we have tomorrow to recuperate from all this talking will wear you right out, won't it?
It will. Although I don't know what happened to me today. I was in the middle of my day. I sat down, I ate some food. There's a guy I watch on YouTube called Patrick H. Willems. I might have mentioned him on the show.
He's awesome.
And he has a new video out today. I was all excited, and I got about 3/4 of the way through it, and as if someone had aimed a blow dart at my neck, boom, and I was like, oh, good night. And I just paused the video and slept for like an hour and 5 minutes.
What in the hay?
I woke up groggy, walking around, washing. I just I don't know what's going on. Because I didn't sleep very well last night, and I had allergies all day yesterday. So I'm sure my body was just like, take a break, dude.
There's no rest for Star Wars, though, man. You know, you got to keep the dream alive. So I do appreciate you coming on. That's if you notice, I took the special care to make a happy birthday banner on our page.
And you were very kind. You got me a very lovely gift for my birthday, and I don't think I'm allowed to have a pony in the building, but I appreciate it. Thank you.
I know that's what my girls always ask for, so I just figure.
Yeah. Yeah.
So good.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I'm not one of your girls. I've told you this.
So tell us. It's just changed me. Having kids has changed me. Now everyone, you know,
everybody gets a pony. You get a pony.
Thing.
You get a pony.
So what did you do on your actual birthday? Was there any special things to mention?
My friend Joel and my friend Jen, they took my son and I out to this ridiculously huge arcade. And we played video games for hours. It was just fun. We were just being silly and having goofy fun and playing cool games. And then we went and we ate at the restaurant next door. And then we went back and played some more games. And they have those claw games, you know, where you
like the crane games.
What was that?
The crane games.
The crane, yeah. So there was one, and my friend Joel was walking by, and you could win spicy ramen. So he's like, I got to do it. So you go down, and there's like 3 little cups. And if you lift a cup and it's got a thing inside, then you win some ramen. So he lifted the cup. There was a thing inside. He won ramen. And right next to it were these cans of soda with like Dragon Ball Z characters on them. And you had to pick up a ping pong ball. And if you dropped it in this thing and it landed in the thing that had a circle, then you won. So as he's going to get somebody to tell him he won, I said, oh, what the hell? So I tried it. It grabbed like 4 different ping pong balls. They all fell in, and I won 3 cans of Dragon Ball Z soda.
Nice. Lucky night.
You know.
So, wait a minute. These games cost like $1, $2, $3 to play these crane games, but you're getting packages of ramen for. It doesn't look like a really good return on investment there.
Well, the nice thing too was Joel and Jen. They gave my son and I the prepaid cards because it's all done by card now.
Okay.
You swipe your card.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you fill up a card.
Have fun. So yeah, we didn't even know what we had. We just were playing. So
dude, that's
it was
awesome.
great. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I think I mentioned to you. I saw that picture of you on that motorcycle game, and I want to. I'm gonna Photoshop that, and then you're gonna be on a speeder bike flying through one of my scenes. Count on it. I wanted to show you something. Speaking of birthdays, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, and then yesterday, I got a call from my mom, and she's like, "I got your thing. Your gift's not gonna be there on your birthday. It's gonna be there on the 30th." I said, okay. So I had a job on the 30th. I went and did a shoot all day. And I came home and I was walking, I had all my equipment, and I opened the door and there's this big, this styrofoam box.
Okay.
I'm like, oh God.
Oh boy.
So I put all my stuff. I came back down and it was for me. So I brought it up, and my mom got me all of these Omaha steak meals. So there's steak, there's chicken, there's burger, there's all sorts of stuff. So it's like dinners for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
But I'm such a nerd, and hopefully we won't get tagged for this. I'm such a nerd that this box, I opened it, but I played a very specific song while I did.
Okay.
Which was slowly lifting the top of the star thing. There's dry ice flowing out. It was I'm
beautiful.
Such a nerd.
No, man. I love that you themed it. That's awesome.
I did. I was laughing the whole time like I'm such an idiot. But whatever. Nobody's around.
Love it. Love it. All right.
Yeah.
If you know what that theme was, please put it in the chat. Also, please hit the like button while you're here, folks, before you bail on us. Erin, I got to show you something that you and I pass around every few decades, every couple of decades.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. All right. So I got my desk cam set up. Can you see this okay?
It hasn't come up yet on the feed here. Hang on a second. Waiting. It's exciting.
So I made you a little... Wow, that is quite a delay, huh? I'll go ahead and put this out. I made you a little something.
Oh, okay.
Here, see if you can see that.
The Star Wars Archives.
No, hold on.
Okay.
Wait for it. Does that look familiar?
Oh my God.
All right, folks. Not to get too inside, but Erin and I used to work at the Sunglass Hut in 96.
97.
Yeah. And I made him a birthday card. I found out it was his birthday, so I went to the back, the storage room, and I made him a birthday card. And he kept it since 1997. And then when I moved to New York, I think you gave it back to me.
Yeah.
Either randomly or one of my birthdays, which would have been 2008, 2009 when I moved to New York and lived in Astoria near you guys. So a birthday wish for you. I went to art school, folks, so this is good stuff here.
Appreciate this.
And then remember the good times.
Yeah.
Love mom and dad. XXXOOO. Love mom and dad. And then it's from Hellmark.
I love, he's almost like, get him, mother, get him.
So I've got to get this back to you. And it's made on a warranty card for sunglasses. We'd always try to push a warranty on people, right?
Yep.
So it's made from a Sunglass Hut warranty card. Anyway, that's really inside stuff, but I dug that up because I knew you'd appreciate it.
That's amazing. Thank you so much for bringing that. Man, I remember getting that. And just,
Oh, amazing. Man. What do you say? You want to get to the news? We got a lot of Star Wars news here, man. We got to have to hustle through it. All right.
Yeah.
But it leads me to the question.
Where's Rey?
Where is Rey? All right. Let's see if we can get Rey in this thing.
I'm just here to get Rey. I'll go in and try to find Rey. The troopers will be on our tail.
Rey!
Where's Rey?
Rey!
There he is.
I'm watching that thing because I'm like watching it on YouTube right now, so I'm a few seconds behind. So,
what do you think about that thing? This thing is like, how old is this? 20-something years old. This little piece of paper, this little memento.
That's awesome.
But I'll get it back to you.
With Hellmark. So
I know if I had really had the whatever the word, if I had planned accordingly, I would have mailed that to you. But
it's all about that picture inside. It's that
really
guy's face.
And I have no idea where I got I don't know. I honestly don't remember how this came together, but man,
so great.
Good times.
Justin, I was thinking when that producer presented you with the gift, did you just think like, I didn't get you anything?
No, I didn't. I was so
No,
just
I mean, you're like, wow, he's so nice, but then you're like thinking like, oh,
like
man,
a Larry David moment.
Yeah, I should have got him something. I feel bad now.
No, I've never seen anybody really exchange exchange gifts after a shoot. Like usually like maybe if it's a big production, there's like some kind of. But I was surprised, and it was nice. We were all serving the same client, but we were basically his clients because we hired him and his crew. So it's really good. It's really good.
That's
for him to do that because they already had us. If we shoot in Arizona again, especially at that hotel that Arizona Biltmore, we'll definitely hook up with those guys again. But that hotel, Ray, I'm out there. I told Ray and Greg where I was staying, and Ray's like, "Oh, I got a buddy that works there in Arizona at the Arizona Hilton or Arizona. It's the Waldorf Astoria actually, Arizona Biltmore." Who used to work at Fantasmic, which is a show that I used to do back probably way before he did it, right?
You probably did the same track because he's a tall guy, so you probably did the same track and stuff.
You almost said goofy height.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you're both tall.
Yeah.
Goofy height. It might have been I don't know. I forget what tracks he did, but you guys probably did some of the same stuff. But yeah, real nice guy. But yeah, if you go out there next time, you have to hook up with him, and maybe he knows some spots around town. You guys can get a good meal.
Phoenix is just, man, that left a really strange impression on me. But I got into town, I flew in, and it was raining, and they said it doesn't really rain too much there, although they've had a rainy year, relatively speaking. All the Uber and Lyft drivers was weird situations. Oh yeah, I ordered dinner for the crew, lunch for the crew on the third day, and the Uber driver took off with $120 worth of lunch. So my crew I had to scramble, call Uber, call the driver. The driver blocked my number. Uber said, call the restaurant. They'll give you your money back. I'm like, I don't want my money back. I need the food for the crew. They're going to lynch me. Where's the food? And he said, hold, please. And he put me on hold. Some music came on, came back 3 minutes later. Meanwhile, the crew's getting ready to break for lunch, and there's no lunch. He came back. He said, your meal has been disposed by the driver. I'm like, what do you mean disposed? Did they eat it? Did they run away with it? That's all I can say right now. Just call the restaurant and get a refund. I'm like, oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So I call the restaurant, getting down to the wire here. Like I'm going to be out of time, and I don't have a plan B really to order a big lunch. And so the manager started the whole order again, and he drove it over himself instead of giving it to Uber. But
that's awesome.
It was so weird. Yeah, just a weird.
So I'm curious. So like you ordered the food, and the Uber driver was bringing it over, or you had it with you?
They have an agreement with Uber Eats, I guess. These Uber drivers will go pick up food. They'll take here's a restaurant that needs this food delivered to this hotel.
Like a DoorDash kind of thing.
Yeah, it's just like that, but through Uber, I guess. And they just failed. The driver, Priscilla, if that is your name, Priscilla,
just drove away with it. Took it home.
Yeah, I'm like, that's a terrible business model. You really only get to do that once per rideshare company. I hope you like the quinoa, Priscilla. I hope it was worth it. Oh shoot. All right, so what this means, I got a new sound effect. Whenever we hear that, there's going to be a little surprise for Erin for his birthday. Something worked out here. Let's see if this even works. Oh, right, here we go. Let's see. We got a 3-up on the side here. Are you ready for this? All right.
Oh.
So, Erin, a couple of us got together, and we were able to pull some strings to get some people to say hi. Look at this. He's going to be on the 30-minute delay. All right, I'm going to watch it now, and then you watch it whenever it comes on.
Bruce Boa.
Yes, how did you know?
Oh, look who it is. It's somebody's birthday. Well, who could that be? Let's see, is it Erin? Happy birthday from Soho, New York City. I got my little obedience mask that I'm not wearing. Why? Because I'm outdoors. That's why. So, listen, you used to live here. Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, no longer. Right, you're in San Francisco. Oakland. Who gives a... It's your birthday. That's all that matters. Would it be better if I was there? Of course it would. I'm not. You're gonna have to deal with that. Anyways, brother, I hope it's the best year yet for you. I miss you. Happy birthday.
That was amazing.
Did you know Casey was on Cameo? Did you know that?
Is he really?
No. Look. Oh, man.
Tempers up.
God, he is representing New York hardcore.
That is insane. Wow. Thank you, Casey. I love you, man.
I sent him a link a little late. I hope he gets it or gets to watch in the replay, but he was really gracious and happy to reach out and say hi. So, and now I can...
That explains a few things. All right, cool.
Yeah, and the other day you said, usually I get a birthday greeting. And I was like, oh my God, we got to get this show going. We got to do this show before Erin thinks he's been deserted.
That's going through my mind today. I'm like, just let it go. You're an old man now. It shouldn't matter.
You want to jump on some news, guys? Keep things going?
Let's do it.
All right. Let's see. We've got... There we go. That's not what people want to see. There is a date. The Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel will open March 1st, 2022. So it's happening. It's really happening. No, folks, you don't get to go into space. But there is a release date for it, finally. And the three of us aren't going, right?
No.
And we just found out, Erin, that one of our friends, who will remain anonymous, just did a walkthrough of the hotel the other day.
Oh, yeah.
As part of their
he said
work.
It's awesome.
As part of their work. So.
Of course it is.
And I said to Ray, because he just texted us a little while ago, said, because Ray's like, did you do the hotel walkthrough? And he's like, yeah. And I was just like, he did everything right in life just to have that walk, just to get to do that. He made all the right moves.
And I found out a little bit ago. I have a friend that I used to work with at Disney when I worked there, that is going to be working at the hotel in the entertainment department. So he's going to be doing stuff like he's been working on that project for the past couple months or so, but he's going to be on that team, getting it ready and stuff and getting it going.
Nice. What's his role or specifically, or can you say?
I think like with like characters and stuff,
coordinator,
like that kind of stuff. Yeah. Like, because entertainment type stuff. So he's going to be doing that. That's great. Helping with that or helping set that up, I guess.
Intergalactic street juggler.
What would they
gotta have?
Lightsabers, juggle lightsabers. What else?
That'd be cool.
One-armed juggling lightsaber juggler. All right. That's cool. All right. Did you guys know there's a new trilogy? There's a leak. I don't usually do leaks, but this is... I don't know what makes this any different. Why did I pick this? I think I found it interesting because this is pretty solid intel, but they're saying they're working on writing a trilogy. It's going to be animated, though. It's not going to be one of our coveted holy live action trilogies, but it's supposed to be based on Ralph McQuarrie's concept art. Anybody heard anything about this yet?
No, I haven't heard anything about it whatsoever. That's cool.
Yeah.
But you know what already uses the Ralph McQuarrie concept art, Ray?
No.
Yeah, you do. Rebels does.
Oh, really?
Right?
Oh.
Rebels does a lot, yeah.
Yeah, they dug into that, I feel.
Even Bad Batch, I feel, has had a few McQuarrie moments.
Yeah. So we'll see. I'll keep my eyes on this one. We got a Book of Boba Fett poster and a release date. Like you said, Ray, just under the wire, right? The 29th.
Yeah.
Come on, guys. You couldn't get it.
They're like,
they couldn't get it to us at Christmas. Like, there's got to be a reason for that. There's got to be a reason for that. I don't know.
Well, it's the reason for the season. Boba Fett.
Yeah, he is red and green. I mean, he's Christmassy.
Yeah, he comes down your chimney. He freezes you. He takes you away.
I think they're probably, they're like, oh, in the end of 2021, and then they're like got behind schedule or something. Something took longer than they thought. And like, well, we said 2021, so let's get it in like the last day.
Gosh, but they couldn't.
It still counts.
They couldn't bump it. They couldn't work a couple of weekends and get it out on the 24th at midnight or 25th for Christmas Day, which makes me think there's something else that's going to come out before, and I'm thinking it might be. I don't know what it might be.
Well, also, I believe. Sorry, go ahead, Ray.
I don't know. I was saying I thought Book of Boba Fett was going to be like we were going to be watching that in November. Like we were.
Yeah.
By the 29th, we'd be done with it almost.
I know. Yeah. I know. Now it's the end. So what are we going to be talking about?
So I think that too. I read that day it's the last episode of the Hawkeye series, and then Boba Fett.
Oh yeah, you're right. I did see that. Like someone was like, "What are you going to be watching, Hawkeye or Boba Fett first?" And
Gotcha.
I know I'll be watching Boba Fett first.
And you wrote none of your damn business.
That's so personal. That's so personal.
How dare you?
I mean, I'll actually be watching both at the same time. That's how much TV I watch.
And so people are picking the poster part, saying that his armor is now again. You remember he did the refresh on his armor between episodes.
It's got the dent.
Well, the dent's always there, but he put like a fresh coat of paint after he got it back from the Marshal Cobb Vanth, but now it's kind of scuffed up again. So people are speculating, when is this? When is this? When does this take place? Mm-hmm. I just keep thinking about. I'm not reading much, and I'm not looking for leaks or anything, but I'm just feeling like the book of means we're going to get some backstory, right? We're going to go back. I think it's going to time jump like as a regular device, almost like, I don't know, Lost or something. You know what I mean? I think we're going to bounce around the timeline. And I would be shocked and kind of amazed if we got to see Daniel Logan. You know what I mean? Like
that would be awesome.
Boba in his 30s. Cool. Like, I feel like Daniel Logan kind of earned it. He's been waiting for 20 years.
He's been wearing that costume for months.
I don't know. Like, I wonder, like, if he could, because on his Instagram, he's always in a Boba costume or he's buying Boba merch. He's always at the conventions and stuff. I feel like he deserves it, and he has the look still. I think he has the look. So,
yeah. When my son and I went to Star Wars Celebration in Chicago, him and I decided we would document the whole thing on social media, whatever. And I posted my first thing about us going to the airport, and I tagged Star Wars Celebration, and the first person to like it was Daniel Logan.
Really?
And I was like, what? Like, it just blew my mind that he was tracking Star Wars Celebration or whatever. I just thought it was so cool. And he liked a couple others, but he was just doing that. He was kind of going through the hashtags and picking, people and liking it. I just thought that was a really cool thing. And it also shows too that he's a fan.
Well. He really is. I mean, it shaped our lives. It really shaped his life, right? Star Wars, like beyond anything else. Like, I just feel like he deserves something, even if it's just a scene. Just give it to him, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking if we've been talking about like Omega being in live action. I mean, if she's going to be in Book of Boba Fett, they certainly have kept it quiet. So I kind of don't think it's going to happen.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Not yet.
I also think I don't think they'll do anything with her live action until Bad Batch is finished, because she may not be around. I hate to say it, but
shut your mouth.
I know. I hate to be that guy.
See, this is me, Boba Fett. I'm a simple man making his way through the galaxy, like my father before me.
Oh, sorry.
He's no good to me dead. Come on, New Zealand, try something new. The Polynesian spa.
We got another 17 minutes of this, Ray. You want to go get a bite to eat?
I'm all out. I just had to get those out of there.
Did you guys watch?
My name's Amiga.
There's some new new Star Wars thing that was on Disney Plus?
Yes, Galaxy of Sounds, right?
I didn't watch it, but I heard about it.
Yeah. I got you covered. What a nice surprise this was. And what a terrible job I've done cropping this frame out here. Hold on, let me fix this real quick.
I gotta flick.
So, Erin, did you check this out yet?
I did not.
You've seen it all. There's nothing new here. They've just artfully cut together scenes from all the feature films and Mando. No, I don't think there's any animated stuff in here, although I think it would have worked personally. But and they've themed them, they've bucketed them as wonder, excitement, dark side, light side, beeps, and then there's like oddities, and I don't like navigating Disney Plus on the connections.
All sound effects?
Yeah,
Is it how they made the sounds?
I think we could probably play a little second of this and not get a copyright strike. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Is it anything like
it's so
they had?
Cool.
They had like those that one thing that's like
Yeah.
the Star Wars flyovers where they're like
it's like the biomes.
and it's,
yeah, they're called the biomes, and then there's the walkthrough of the different ships. But this just
is it like that kind of?
Yeah, I'll play a little bit. I'll just play a little bit, and there's nothing to spoil you guys. It's just montages, but they've taken out all the dialogue where there was dialogue. They've cut around it, and they've taken out all the music. So I was thinking about it this way, like you get John Williams when you go on Spotify or Apple Music, and you can listen to, like Eloise and I listened to Empire Strikes Back today, the whole thing again. And then you've got you can just like you've got the visual component of this, which is George. Well, it's all George, but you know what I'm saying. But then you just have this is the Ben Burt component, is what I would call it, the third pillar of Star Wars, like, and why it works so well. But this is all right. Let me play. I'm excited to play it for you guys, if you don't mind. We won't play too much, but let's see how it goes here. It's a tribute to the visual and sound artists who have helped create the lasting legacy of Star Wars. And let's start at the beginning. Here we go. Oh, look, it's the same Starfield we use in the show.
Lawsuit.
Filoni made me do it. Now your psyche, your subconscious is trying to play John Williams right now, Erin, right?
Oh, it already is.
You know the song.
I'm good. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, this is like a drug for me. I'm feeling like feeling really nice right now.
Ray, I think we need to leave Justin alone while he trips.
Well, like the biomes one, I wish those were longer because I feel like I could watch those for like like go to sleep with those because it's like kind of relaxing.
It is, yeah. There's Ray's #1 droid. There he is.
Oh, I'm behind. Can't.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, there's my boy.
Yeah.
The best character in The Mandalorian is dead.
Here we go. There's Erin's guy. Cheer it. There's my guy.
Jar Jar, nice.
Yeah. Yeah, I could watch this all day. It's just
Benetton recently in the background, and there's the scene.
Yeah, let me turn this down a little bit. Sorry.
Yeah, you might want to turn off before you get like
get
hit with something.
There's a
cut out
knockout.
the whole episode.
I think the cuts are fast enough that it won't track it as one. Then again, it very well could.
Yeah.
I just love that it's like all the films cut together. You know,
Yeah.
it just really brings it all together. I just love it, man. Oh man,
Love that shot of the X-wing. So great.
You want to just the shot of the Millennium Falcon playing from the cockpit, and when me and Greg went to the new Star Wars land, you know, they have that Millennium Falcon ride where you be the, you know, me and Greg jumped on and did like a single rider, but they like, luckily there's like nobody there. Like, oh, you come up, you know, they're like, oh, single rider, you might not be able to ride together. We won't be able to pick what job you want to do. And so we're like, yeah, we don't care, you know, whatever, we'll go. And so we walk up, and I don't think the lady that was ahead of us like spoke English, and I don't think she cared what she was doing. So they're like, oh, you two go, you know, oh. So we got to ride together. We went in, and then the lady was supposed to be the pilot, and then she didn't want to do it. So me and Greg went up and we're the pilot. So we, you know, like I said, it took us 5 minutes to get on the ride, which was cool. But I didn't figure out till like, you know, halfway through the ride that me moving the things around actually steer the ride.
Yes, dude, you are flying the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, so it was like the worst flying ever. We were smashing and stuff.
Oh,
and it's like telling you, get in the, like, we were horrible at it. Like, we totally weren't doing a good job. And like I said, I didn't realize, it took me probably like a good minute to realize that I actually had some kind of control over this thing.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's fun, that ride.
Yeah. It is cool.
Let's see here.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go
That's
back.
really,
I heard about it.
It's really fun. Yeah, it's really cool. It just makes me love Star Wars that much more. Let's see here. Oh shoot! Here we go again. Here we go again.
Another guest star.
Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens live. All right. Let's see here. Who would this be? Who could this possibly be?
Hey, Erin. This is Ahmed Best, also known as Jedi Master Kelleran Beck from your Jedi Temple Challenge. And your friends at Dad Wars want to wish you a very magical 50th. Happy 50th, Erin. Really appreciate you. And may the Force be with you always.
There we go. We got him on the show.
That's amazing. Is he cheaper than Casey?
Much cheaper.
Oh my God, that's incredible. I hope there's some way you could send me these.
Oh, you're getting these for sure.
I like the way he said, yeah, you're getting them, Erin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Whether you like it or not.
That's so cool.
But
oh my gosh, wow. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, Ahmed Best. Thank you, Dad Wars family.
There we go. Cool. That's how we do it. Now I just have to figure out how to cut that up to where he's saying, watch.
Your friends at Dad Wars. Watch Dad Wars.
Your friends at Dad Wars. Watch. And may the Force be with you. All right, let's see. So check out that. And there was no warning for this this series that came out, The Galaxy of Sounds. It just dropped.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to just keep doing that until like Book of Boba. Like, here's the thing about like the shoes of Star Wars or something. Just like the galactic footwear.
They're just messing with us, but we love it. We'll take the abuse. We love it.
Well, there's that whole Star Wars show that they've said they're never going to release. The Seth Green.
Oh yeah.
Did like a Star Wars thing with, you know, worked before. I guess it was before Disney bought him, or
I'm okay with that.
And they said like, they've completed the whole show, and then they said, oh, it doesn't really fit with what we're doing now, so it's kind of on the shelf forever. They said they don't think it's ever going to be released.
They should just throw it on YouTube.
Yeah, why not? What's it going to hurt? Say it's not canon, and it's but do whatever.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know. It's not what I'm going for with Star Wars either. So didn't we already get that with like Family Guy, and we got that with Robot Chicken kind of stuff? I don't know.
Yeah,
that'd be fun to see. They said George Lucas like worked on it with him. So
Well,
That'd be
now
interesting.
you're talking. Now you're talking.
Yeah.
We got to get our. We have our obligatory. It's not obligatory, but we have our Rogue One update. Erin, you probably read this article, right, about Andor. Diego Luna confirmed Star Wars prequel wrapped, teases familiar faces. I think you actually texted me about this. What do you know about this? I haven't really dug into it other than the headline.
Well, I think he's in it.
Okay.
Pretty sure he's in it.
I don't know. He doesn't look familiar to me. I don't know who that is.
Yeah. My guess is I'm going to say Mon Mothma and maybe Bail Organa. Maybe we'll see little Jimmy Smits.
I love Jimmy Smits.
Who doesn't love Jimmy Smits?
Let me say, he showed a. I guess I'm not. Am I spoiling if I talk about a novel that came out like 4 or 5 years ago?
No.
He shows up in Ahsoka. We're almost done with that book. It's a bedtime book, and we read a chapter every other day or two, every 3 or 4 days. It's not that compelling. I'm not crazy about it. I just want to get through it. But he showed up, and all of a sudden, I really like the story. Like he shows up in a meaningful and appropriate way that makes sense for the story, and I think it's canon. But you get to see him outside of Clone Wars. It's different. It's a little different, but it's cool. So yeah, of course, it's Jimmy Smits, right? So he's flying around in the Tantive 4 with Captain Antilles. Is Captain Antilles related to Wedge? Is he like Wedge's uncle or something?
I don't think so. I think it's just like a common last name kind of thing.
Like Smith.
Yeah.
Antilles.
Yeah. So similar.
Yeah.
I also have a
Red 5 standing by.
Oh, sorry.
Theory, or maybe it's just like a hope that at the end of the Andor series, because they've talked about doing a season 2, I think.
Already.
We see him find K2SO and then take him down and then reprogram and they become best buds.
And that's when the show will take off. That's when Ray will like the show.
When there's robots on it.
Droids.
A friendly robot.
But I was going into Toshi Station to pick up some power converters.
So, all right. So, yeah, I hope so, because Alan Tudyk he already said unequivocally no K2SO in season 1, right? Didn't he already ruin all?
He did, and it was weird because when they announced
that kind of hurt.
They announced him in it. I'm gonna turn a light on. Hang on.
It's getting dark in Cali. There he is. I couldn't see you until just now. You've been in. There he is.
That's how I roll.
All right. Ray, I've got a quiz. I've got a question for you.
Okay.
Do you know what holiday is November 12th?
No idea.
All right. Good answer. It's Disney Plus Day.
That's the day Disney Plus started?
Yeah. It was 2 years ago, right? It was 2 years ago.
Has it been that long?
Oh, yeah. Goodness. It was 2 years ago on November 12th. So Disney Plus Day is now a thing. And this is where they're going to just blow our minds with content or previews of forthcoming content and probably some announcements for new projects. We're probably going to get a ton more Star Wars stuff, I would guess. But did you guys see the list yet? Do you know what? Is this all news?
All news to me.
I don't know anything about this.
Oh, okay. All right, well, I'm glad you're sitting down, Erin. You're going to get a new Frozen special.
Yes.
Finally.
Here we go. Here's the list. Home Sweet Home Alone, a Disney Plus original movie and reimagining of the holiday franchise. No, thank you. We're good.
Yeah.
Kevin McAllister nailed it twice. Don't need it.
Yeah, two's enough.
Olaf Presents, which will be welcome in our household because we've run through Frozen 1 and 2 and Frozen Fever and all the other Olaf's Adventure. Good. We need that. Let's see. We're going to get a Luca short. That'll be cool. A new Simpsons short. Have you guys been watching? Have you seen any of those Simpsons shorts they've been dropping since they came on Disney Plus?
I saw the
fantastic.
The daycare, the Star Wars daycare one. I thought was
Ray. You're a huge Simpsons fan.
I think I may have seen that one. I think I may have seen the Star Wars daycare one.
I think there's what 2 or 3 of them now. One of them was Avengers related, right, or Avengers themed. Pretty sure they're just really they're quality stuff. I would definitely say check those out. Let's see. Jeff Goldblum show, which is fun if you've ever watched that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to the good stuff though. So we're going to they're doing a special dedicated to the legacy of Boba Fett. So what that's going to do, I guess, is basically get the entire fan base, old and new, all caught up and on the same page of the book of Boba Fett. And then we're probably going to I'm guessing we're going to get a trailer. We're going to get the Boba Fett trailer, right?
Yeah.
A month and a half before it's supposed to air. And then Disney Plus Marvel Cinematic Universe shows and looking towards the future. I think we're going to get more. I think, they at that big shareholders meeting with all the logos, all the Star Wars stuff behind Kathleen Kennedy and Lucasfilm stuff, and they didn't mention Book of Boba Fett. I think we'll get there'll be some more surprises. Maybe we'll get a Andor trailer or teaser. Maybe we'll get a Obi-Wan teaser.
That'd be nice.
There's been nothing for Obi-Wan yet, right, guys? There's been no...
Just that they finished filming, and that's
it. There's been no official release of information, like no poster, no publicity shot, no nothing. It's wild that they're just keeping it so under wraps. They're driving us crazy.
Yeah, they're keeping that locked down pretty good.
In a way, what I like about it, even though it's frustrating, what I like about it is it's very old school. It's very pre-internet 80s Starlog magazine. Time.
Yeah. I'm honestly, I'm good with it too. I don't need it. I can't wait for the hype to can't wait for them to start giving us little nuggets and little things. But I don't mind waiting. And Ray's the most disciplined guy with that. All the trailers for the Star Wars movies will roll out, and he's like, "Nope, I'm waiting. I'm saving myself."
I try to. Sometimes it gets to be too much and you can't avoid it, but I try.
It's just like, Stimpy can't help but press that big red shiny button.
Well, especially now that we're doing this, it's like, hey, let's watch the trailer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you can't. You'd have to
it's hard to avoid it.
That's true. Now, we got you. This whole show is a long con just to get Ray to watch trailers and to get Erin a job that he likes. And what's the other long con? Oh, to get Casey to subscribe to the show.
Well, actually, joke's on you guys, because I pretty much wanted Ahmed Best to speak to me. So
there you go.
Wow. Bye, guys.
All right, I'm done.
It's a triple cross.
Bye, guys.
Let's see. The classic The Rocketeer will debut on Disney Plus.
Nice.
That'll be cool. I wish that'd be cool if they did like a remastered 4K. Maybe they will. Jungle Cruise will be available for subscribers without the premium gouge. The new Michael Keaton thing is coming out. And
what's
then
the Michael Keaton one?
It's called Dope
Opioid.
Sick. Yeah,
that looks good.
That seems very Disney Plus.
It's interesting. Well, they bought not Stars, but Star something. They bought something. I think so. Hawkeye. Well, let's see. Breaking news, first looks, new trailers, exclusive clips, appearances from Disney Plus creators and stars. Last year's Disney Investor Day saw a huge number of projects announced across all the Disney brands. This included feature films as well as new series exclusive to Disney Plus.
Nice.
And I think that's it. Am I forgetting something here? No, we'll see. It'll be a day long remembered, especially that Frozen short.
Yeah.
But man,
I remember going to see what was it was Pixar.
Luca.
The Day of the Dead.
Coco.
Coco. I remember going to see that. I was so excited. And then they had like a 45-minute Olaf short ahead of it.
Yeah, that really upset a lot of people actually. Yeah. I remember reading about that. It worked for us, but it added a long running time to people were not expecting that. Then because you got all the trailers, all the Disney owned trailers, then you got a 20-minute Frozen story, then you got Coco. So it was like a day at the movies.
Yeah, bring a snack.
Speaking of, let me say, before I forget that, the experience of going to that movie theater the other day, I've forgotten how much better movie trailers are on the big screen, and movies in general, but those movie trailers. I saw the Bond trailer, the final No Time to Die trailer. Erin, what else did I say? The Eternals trailer. The Kingsman trailer with Ralph Fiennes. Have you guys seen that trailer?
Yeah.
That looks incredible. It's the prequel to the Kingsman, Ray, and it's Rafe. He's the King's man, and he's like running around with Rasputin. It looks wicked.
I never saw the second Kingsman, but I saw the first one. The first one's great. But
Yeah.
I never saw the second.
But just even if I don't see the movie, just the experience of seeing those trailers, and I've watched I was telling Erin the other day, I saw the Eternals. I watched the Eternals trailer like 20 times on my Samsung at home and here on the monitor. But that was just seeing Rob Stark with laser blast shooting a dragon like while his head smashed against the ground. I was just like, this is the movies. Also, something weird about it that I saw. There was have you guys seen the Nicole Kidman commercial for AMC promoting AMC?
I saw.
Have you seen this?
I think I saw like a little thing of it on Twitter, but I didn't watch the whole thing. And I saw like a little quick clip of it. It seemed kind of strange. The part I saw.
It is so strange. She's gorgeous. She's like one of the most glamorous women in the world. She's just lovely, and then you just see her with the big blocky red AMC logo behind her, like she's in front of the multiplex, and it just seems like something doesn't feel right about this. Or
hey, Nicole loves her Paw Patrol. She's going to see that on the big screen.
She's begging us to get back to the movies, and like, all right, if Nicole Kidman wants me to go to AMC, I'm going to go to AMC. But like, it's something about it, like it seemed kind of off-brand. Like I see her at a boutique theater that that's like, I just don't see her at the AMC multiplex with the big red chunky logo behind her, like waiting in line.
I'm sure she thought about that when she was depositing that check in her bank.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how much they paid her, but it seems like a Hail Mary. Like, if Nicole Kidman can't save AMC, we're done. We're toast.
Yeah. Didn't they have one with Vin Diesel? SNL did a sketch of like a spoof of it.
Oh, family. It's about family.
Come back to the theaters.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was a spoof. SNL spoofing. So that was a real thing. I thought they were just picking apart. I thought they were just picking apart his the family thing. Speaking of SNL, Ray just alerted me to the fact that Owen Wilson is hosting SNL tonight.
Yep. What's the story with our chicken, man? Have the eggs had a chance to hatch yet? Well, maybe you can go check on it for me, my friend, if it's not too much trouble for you. All right, I'm sorry to put you out. You see the attitude? Unbelievable. Look at him, like hysterical now. What were we talking about?
Man. So I don't usually watch SNL live. I usually watch the next day, but when I do, it's when Owen Wilson hosts, and that's only tonight for the first time ever. Right?
I think, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm talking out of.
You better be right.
I think I don't know about Erin, but I know me and Justin are probably some of the biggest Owen Wilson fanboys.
I think Erin is. I think we've talked about it. Yeah.
Yeah. You guys, you're. I think that I would have not seen a Wes Anderson movie without you guys. And because of that, obviously Owen Wilson. So, but yeah, I whenever I would see him in a movie, I'm like, oh my God, this is great. It's Owen Wilson. It's like,
yeah,
it's like a blanket.
He's like
he's so good.
A warm blanket from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Here we go again. The Death Star. Let's see what happens.
I'm excited to see. Maybe it's Owen Wilson.
Let's see. You know, I should have had. Let's see here.
You may fire when ready.
Okay.
This will be a day long remembered.
Oh, the anticipation is killing me. Him, not me. I know who it is. I know who it is.
He's going to play every soundbite from
Hey
A New
there,
Hope.
Erin. It's Brock. I just wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Hope all is going well in the Dad Wars tonight, and I just want to let you know how grateful I am that we are friends for all these years, and that we can share in important things and silly things like Star Wars and stuff that we talk about, like that stuff, hey, happy birthday. Talk to you soon.
I gotta get on Cameo.
You gotta get on Cameo. Cool, huh?
That's awesome.
He is salt of the earth, man.
Oh, he's not discounted. Oh, he sold out.
We were coordinating that for a while, and I think he hates me now because I'm just
Internet Sensation 2000s. Come on, that's.
I added those little.
Don't ruin the.
Oh,
illusion.
sorry. Oh wait, that's all real. I work for Cameo now. I get a discount. But yeah, I think he does not suffer fools gladly, and I think I just like my frenetic scheduling is tough, but he rolled with it like a trooper. He's like, what is this? When is this? How is this? When's the show? I'm like, I'm traveling, but I'm trying to get us locked down, but Erin wants to do a short show, but I don't know if it's Saturday or Friday or Saturday. I'm like, he's like, you're a good man. You're a good man. And they left it at that. And then I think he unfollowed me. All right.
He told me about that. He didn't say why, but now it makes sense.
Let's see. Is there any more news? I think, but I feel like you guys feel like there's more stuff, Star Wars stuff to talk about than we were doing this before. We were just like really just milking the Bad Batch for all we could for a while there.
I think we're closer to the end of the year. Stuff's gonna. I've been saying it since day one. As we get on, more stuff's gonna start dropping.
Yeah.
We have a show that just came out.
What? What's that? Wait, what? Of the Star Wars?
Yeah.
Start over. You were breaking up.
Oh, was I? But there is. I mean, there is Star Wars content that just came out
that we haven't talked about.
Yes. In a moment. Hold on. One more thing. Okay. I know. Hint, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Got that. Last thing. We got it. All right. Let's do it. The biggest news item. Visions. Remember that? All right. Let me get to the... I'm ready for it. There it is. There it is. All I had to do to prep for the show was just grab the screen, and here we are.
All right.
I don't think we've talked about this really. We've been trying to avoid each other with this, I think.
Yeah. Let me look at him.
Let's go. No eye contact. All right. Yeah. Just in a nutshell, quickly, because there's a lot to talk about here. So, Ray, initial thoughts, or the dust has settled. It's been out for what, a week? 2 weeks?
2 weeks at least.
2 weeks. Yeah. What do you think overall, as a concept, execution? Go.
Amazing. It's amazing, and I want more of it.
Awesome. All right, Erin?
It's okay.
Uh-oh.
I got a bad feeling about this.
That was the best use of a soundbite.
Finally, I got one. Finally. For me, and I watched them all in like 2 sittings, and then I watched a few more later on, and then I watched a couple more last night. I think it was too much to watch in 1 or 2 sittings for me, and I started to feel it started to feel a little repetitive toward the end. But execution-wise, like the studios, they gave it everything. You could tell they are so passionate about Star Wars, right? And you could tell some are maybe way more familiar with it than others, or you know what I mean? Like some of the stories, some of them felt more Star Wars than others, if that makes sense. But overall, remember when this first announced, I was kind of rolling my eyes and like, yeah, whatever. But then that full trailer dropped and my head exploded and I couldn't wait. So it kind of met all my expectations, and I want more of it for sure. And that's our show.
Good night, everybody.
Before we get to our favorites, though, I was going to ask you guys, I've been wanting to ask this, and I didn't get an answer anywhere. And I went to the extras and watched all the, you get to see a little bit of the making of and where these studios, each episode, how their approach and their history with Star Wars or familiarity with it. Do you think they just said you have carte blanche? Did Disney say, go make Star Wars, you have from anywhere from 12 to 22 minutes, go do it, and let's see what you come up with? Or was Story Group involved? Was Kathleen involved to a certain degree, or a degree where they're like, no, that's a little too this or too that? I don't understand, because here's the thing. I felt like Star Wars is a lot more than lightsabers, and I feel like we got a lot of lightsabers in every one of these. It all seemed to boil down to a duel. And I would have loved a smuggler story. I would have loved a moisture farmer story. And that's all we got. That's Star Wars. Now, you know what I'm saying, though? There's more to Star Wars than the Force and lightsabers. Go.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, for me, I think it was the fact that Lucas was so inspired by the Kurosawa films that was inevitably going to bleed into what stories we were going to be told here. There was a lightsaber in every one, wasn't there?
Virtually, yeah. Even in Tatooine Rhapsody, where he didn't wield the lightsaber, strangely, which confused the heck out of me. But yeah, I think we get a lightsaber in every one, and that's not a complaint. I'm just curious as to. I thought maybe next go rounds. Here, put your hand in the hat, grab a piece of paper, unfurl the paper. Okay, you have a Spice Runner story to tell. Go with that. You know what I mean? So that way they're varied and they're different enough that it's not seeming like we're getting the same thing. Like a couple toward the end seem like almost carbon copy. You know what I'm saying? Like the Elder and then Ekikira. But I enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them. But I was just like, okay, that's it's someone else's take on Master and Apprentice, or
it was very much. It was almost like What If for Star Wars, I thought.
Yeah. And by the way, What If is just awesome. I love that series.
I'm not caught up, so
I'm not either. Actually, I always seem to be a little bit behind. You're usually ahead of me on that one. And Ray, have you watched the What Ifs?
No, not yet. I need to.
They're
it's so
come
good.
On. It's so good.
I'm busy watching Korean shows.
You gotta get his K-pop in.
It's the #1 show on Netflix right now, but we'll get to that later.
In our next segment,
with it, it's all Japanese. And it's part of that culture also is. Samurai culture, that kind of stuff. So, that's going to be that's going to be a big part of it, is putting, for especially coming from that culture. I think the dueling and the lightsaber and stuff that feeds into what they, is kind of inherent with what they do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's why a lot of that we got a lot of that, which I don't.
Yeah.
And I understand what you're saying. Like, it would be cool to see, we got 2 seconds of Boba Fett if they did some kind of, if they actually used Boba Fett in the show as opposed to what was used, and they did a cool episode with Boba Fett or something like that. But
or for me,
yeah,
even
I kind of see I kind of see it, but it also was different enough for me that it didn't really bother me.
Gotcha. Yeah. I really like that. All the art styles are different from one another, even though still here. Even though it's anime genre, they're all different enough that you could, if I just turned it on, that's the 9th Jedi episode, or that's the Toby episode, TO1B. Okay, so what was your favorite episode, Erin? What was your favorite?
I think the first one. I think the bar was
duel.
set so high with that first one that
I'm gonna guess Ray's gonna say the same thing.
It looks like a Kurosawa film. There were surprises. There are things I didn't see coming. It was glorious. It was fantastic. I loved it.
The art direction was just unbelievable. Like, look at this dude.
It's so sick.
It's just incredible. And just the
level of animation, like, you know, you think in that first scene, you think, oh, the animation might be like a little choppy, but it's so good. Like when the robot with the Gatling gun comes out, it just it looks like old, but it's like the animation is like some of the best animation I can remember seeing. You know, it's just so
and look,
it's perfect. It's perfect. Yeah.
And just look at this band of misfits, these scavengers or what. So what I think of it, to me, it's like Lucas, you know, borrowed from Kurosawa. And then what if Kurosawa had the good fortune to borrow from George Lucas, and it would probably be this if he was going to do his version. Like they probably said, like, well, what if we inversed? Like, what if Kurosawa was a huge Lucas fan and still was alive, A, and B, had the energy, and I don't know. That's just a thought I had. But every character model is just incredible. I love it. I could a series of this would be just out of this world.
I could just watch it on a loop.
I know. It's just so awesome. And they borrow just the coolest, most random like Star Wars characters, and the scavenger group. I don't know if I'm naming them right, but these villains, they've retrofitted stormtrooper armor and right, like that's just so cool.
And
they were the bandits from the Seven Samurai.
The bandits, that invaded the village. It's a used universe, so they're repurposing old parts and armor. It's awesome.
I did see a thing where they said they actually, for this one, there's like famous scenes from Star Wars where they actually like used that scene, like where they jump down and stuff were like kind of like based off clips from like, you know, Revenge of the Sith and stuff like that. And some of the stuff was like from the big Darth Maul battle and with the first movie,
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace, yeah. Like they actually, some of the stuff was like the part where the waterfall is like from Phantom Menace, where they have like those weird like force fields between them, and they have to like kind of stand and wait. That it was like kind of like they use like inspiration from the movies and that when they're doing like some of the scenes as well. Like you don't think about it at first, but then when you go back and see the comparisons, it was they use stuff from Star Wars, you know, besides just the lightsabers and stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so I think for me that's they put the best right up front.
Yeah. This,
and then
I'm gonna say
the worst right after.
I don't know what to say about I don't know what to say about this one. Maybe we'll just skip it. I was just gonna do you want to comment on it at all? Like I might have given it a few more points, but I was confused. Well, first of all, I didn't like the 3-torso devil guy. I was confused about is he a Jedi, and why does he have a lightsaber, and what? I don't know. I was a little confused.
I never want to watch that episode again.
Okay.
I probably never will. It scared me for a second after how good the first episode was.
And you're like,
and then,
oh, here we go. This is it.
And then that one came on, and I was like, what am I watching? And then of course it got good again after that. But
yeah,
it just seemed like kind of lazy and boring, and it seemed like
I give them credit though, because they went
they did something different.
Direction.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder what the consensus is on this, if people really disliked it or not. Now my friend Bill, I'm not throwing you under the bus. I think he'd come on here and tell us this, but he texted me right after he saw the twins, and he said, "I've just witnessed the worst thing I've ever seen in Star Wars, aside from the holiday special." He absolutely hated this episode.
Oh.
It just, I think it was too much. I think it was too frenetic, over the top. We didn't get into details, but I'll pick his brain later. But I didn't have that reaction to this one so much.
No, me neither. I enjoyed it.
I kind of enjoyed it.
Fine.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
fine.
it was okay. It would seem like a what if Luke and Leia had been raised by Vader kind of story.
Yeah,
to me.
And Neil Patrick Harris and what's her name?
Oh, you guys didn't watch the original Japanese? Oh, okay, never mind.
I tried. I listened to it. It doesn't make sense. I'm like, what are they saying? I don't understand. You know, what's her name?
I will say this much. When I was at dinner with for my birthday with my friends, we were talking about Speed Racer. For some reason it came up, and I said the thing that always cracked me up about Speed Racer was the way that they talked, which was very much like, okay, we got to get to the race. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, boom, 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 boom. Like, we got it's because there's, we only have this much time to say this much English. So, and I found that, I think it was this one where I was like, oh, yeah, that's. Okay.
This was that, right?
I thought it was fun. I thought it looked cool. I thought some of the character design was really cool. There's some that had some really cool visuals. It was almost like like some of the stuff with the lightsaber cutting like a thing in half. It kind of felt a little Dragon Ball Z to me, but I never watched Dragon Ball Z, but that kind of feel to it. But it was fun for what it was. Like, it wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. I thought it was interesting, and I thought it had some really cool visuals in it too. Like it wasn't bad. I would watch that one again.
I was just gonna say I loved hearing Allison Brie just scream and yell and like just let it all out. You know what I mean? Like, and Neil Patrick Harris and Mark Thompson was in there too.
Yeah.
Aaron. Some of the palette, the color palette on that, it was a little like white hot for my taste, but I think these two are my favorite, and I think they're almost a tie for me. The Village Bride and the Ninth Jedi. Something about the Village Bride just really stuck with me, like resonated with me. Like it kind of had this melancholy feel to it, and you weren't quite sure. I wasn't quite sure what was happening. Like the second time I watched it, all like made sense right out of the gate, but I wasn't quite. I was like, "What's happening?" And maybe that's not good for a story when the audience is going, "What's happening?" But I just like that it wasn't like spoon feeding me too much information, and I just it's a ceremony. Okay, now I figure. Oh yeah, this is full of spoilers, by the way. This episode, I loved the color palette. I loved the character design. I think I recall loving the music as well in this.
This reminded me of watching like anime back when we were at the dorms.
I think it reminds me a bit of like Robotech, and I think that's why I dig it. But look at these. I love these character models. It's her with the mask and him with that bucket on his head. But it had a beginning and a middle and an end, and a Jedi rose to the occasion, and there was a battle. And I just really like this one a lot.
Yeah.
And then the Ninth Jedi, I think I've been reading, that's like a fan favorite. That had that awesome girl.
That felt like
her dad.
It felt like a 2-hour movie in like 20 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like the most complete story, and like. There were some twists, right? There was at least one big twist in there. You got droids, seemingly droids. You got some new concepts, like they're mining for kyber crystal, I guess. Like, is that what the? And there's a swordsmith, like a laser swordsmith. She's on a speeder bike. You can't go wrong with a speeder bike. And I just think the choices, like all the camera angles and the action for her. Like I was comparing the action of her on the speeder bike facing down against the Jedi Hunter versus the action in like the Ocho, the bunny episode toward the end.
Mm-hmm.
And the choreography in this is far superior. I just thought it's just everything about this is really cool. So I think this is probably my favorite one.
And just the idea that the lightsaber reflects like the heart
cool.
of the person, that I don't think they've done that in Star Wars before. It's always you pick your color.
Yeah.
But, it was interesting to see like the one guy's lightsaber changes from red to purple.
Purple,
like,
yeah.
As he changes.
Yeah.
And her lightsaber changes from like the no color to like the blue or whatever.
Yeah. I like
cool.
the big hawk guy that turned purple. Like I love that character model. Like I thought they were all pretty cool and unique looking. And Star Wars, yet we haven't seen some of these aliens before, but it felt right in place. I almost wish that was the lore, that was the canon. Like this laser sword or the lightsaber changes color based on your force level and how you're using the force. But I think that's a first. So yeah, for me, everything. Oh yeah, Toby, TOB1. That was so interesting. That was so interesting. The art style reminded me of kind of like the holiday special art a little bit, like the Droids cartoon stuff a little bit. And they made it grainy and it like.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but like I watched it a second time and I liked it. I feel like I liked it a lot more the second time. The art style kind of bugs me a little bit with it, but
it's what was that? It was an anime. I think it was a manga, then it was an anime, and then they did a movie. And I want to say like Nicolas Cage did the voice of the character, Mecha Boy,
like
Boy,
Robot Boy or something, Robo Boy
Yeah.
or Robot. I know. Yeah, it almost looks. The character model looks very similar, doesn't it?
That's what it reminded me of. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nicolas Cage. I know what movie. I can't remember. It's actually a good movie.
Is it?
Yeah.
It's it's like an old Is it Meg? I can't think of it. Is it Mega Man or Mega Boy or what? Yeah, I can't. Astro Boy.
There it is.
There it is.
It's actually I have it on Blu-ray somewhere. It's a great movie. I love that movie. He kind of has like an Astro Boy look to him.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So besides Toby,
I like that one too.
And
that was
there's
a fun one.
Yeah, it's up there for me too. And another one here, like, can droids be Jedi now? Is that what I'm seeing? Like, I think there were two examples of it. It's not canon, right? But I'm just saying that was what there were a couple times it looked like they were, including TOB1. Kyle Chandler played the voice of his dad in that.
Yeah.
Which I thought was cool.
I thought that was, I think that's just trying to, that's what was in his heart. So he became one. I like the idea of the story, and the idea was neat.
Yeah, that's probably up there for me too. And then the last three, I thought Lop and Ocho had potential when it first started, and then it kind of like it just didn't do it for me toward the end there.
Oh, I thought I was gonna hate Lop and Ocho with the stupid bunny girl, but I love.
That's
like
it?
One of my favorites.
Oh, cool.
I really like that one.
I don't know what it was. Something about the confrontation at the end. I think at that point I was just like, I don't know.
I just like the family, like how she was like adopted into the family, but then the daughter betrayed the father, and then she kind of takes over, and I thought that one was great. I really enjoyed that one.
I think it was maybe the voice acting that might have bugged me a bit with the sister, the villain sister, and the dad. And it was very anime, but
I watched.
I like this. I like that they adopted her, and I'll have to watch it in Japanese to see if it plays better. Like Erin was saying, how they work the English into the animation and sometimes it feels like off. Any other? What's the bottom? What's the bottom?
You didn't have anything to say about the Elder? I liked that. That was fun.
I was bored. It bored me. It bored me to tears.
So I liked the Elder, but there were moments where I was like, oh my God, A, the exposition is killing me. This scene is going on for 37 minutes. B, was David Harbour trying not to wake Lily Allen up in the next room because she was sleeping? And I'm like,
I thought he was doing a Harrison Ford impression. Did you hear that a little bit?
I could see
it just
and
a little
I love
bit.
David Harbour. I think he's actually really underrated as far as what his acting ability is, because I've seen him in some things. I think he's really good. But when it got to the actual Elder himself, I loved it. And when it got done, I turned to Edison and I was like, I kind of like that one, but there's some stuff I could do with that. And he goes, I know why you liked it. I'm like, why? And it's like Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. That's what it reminded you of. And I was like,
it was cool seeing that relationship. Yeah, and they did have that kind of rapport. I don't know, it just didn't do it for me. And some of them, like the music kind of killed it for me. Like, I don't know, it was so far afield from what we're used to hearing for Star Wars, and that's fine. It's not supposed to be Star Wars. It doesn't have to be all John Williams all day. But some of it was just too much.
I don't even remember what the last episode was.
Kikira was like drum beats the whole time, right? Oh, are you saying the story? You don't remember the story, or just the music?
I don't even remember. Yeah,
it's the one where the Sith Lord takes over the land, and the girl calls the Jedi back to help her, and then basically it's like a drawn out version of like why Anakin turned, and because he wanted to save Padme, because remember she kills the girl and he gives.
Oh yes.
He actually deals the blow. They dress her up as one of the minions there, and he cuts her.
And he goes to the dark side to save her.
But the music is.
I liked the story. I liked it because it was different. Like, it wasn't the Jedi didn't win. It was actually like the bad guys win that one. You know.
Yeah, that was a real downer.
It was a heavy episode to end on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the two characters in that are right from the Hidden Fortress.
That's right. That's what I was going to say. Yeah. And one of them is George Takei. George Takei.
Oh, did he do that? See, I have to go back and watch it with the English dub, because I only watched it with the
America, Ray, America.
I know. I hate dubbed. I hate anything dubbed. I always have to watch the subtitles. I can't do dub.
I could not stand this character model, though. I could not stand this.
With the girl?
I just did not. It just
or the Sith.
The Sith Lord. It was like not Star Wars. It was not Star Wars.
Yeah.
Even those dudes in the back, it was just something else. I don't know.
So I have to say,
okay.
The two things came to mind, or revelations that I had while watching Visions. One, I don't get anime. It just doesn't connect with me. I miss it. It's fine, and I love the fact that there are people that are so into it. I think it's beautiful, but it's like I just can't connect with it. The other thing was, however, if you did a series of Chirrut and Baze in anime,
there you go.
I'd be all over that.
There you go.
You can't get Donnie Yen and the other actor's name who's escaping me to come back to do a live action, but you could do an animated series, and I'm sure they'd have no problem recording their dialogue in Hong Kong or wherever they're at in the world. Like, I would watch the hell out of that.
This is why you need to be in the story group, man, because that is a fantastic idea, and maybe somebody's listening, or maybe they've already got this, because that would be man, I would dig that.
So what's your guys' top three from Visions?
Well, I'm gonna say for me, it's definitely the Duel, the Village Bride, and the Ninth Jedi for sure. I stand by that. Let's see. Hold on. Let me go back to the.
And Aaron's not as high on it as we are. But,
he is
probably
a tempered response.
I'd say my number one is the first one,
the Duel,
and then I like Empire Strikes Back, and then
Attack of the Clones.
Yeah, I go the Duel. I mean, for me, and the rest were fine.
Okay.
No, I would say it was the Duel, the Ninth Jedi, and then I liked the rabbit episode. I think
interesting.
I remember you were so like, what's this stupid rabbit?
Yeah, the rabbit's gonna be so dumb, but it was like one of my favorites. It was such a good episode.
Awesome.
Let's take a quick.
Yeah. Maybe I wonder if the dubbing is off on that one, because it's that I I loved that episode. I need to go back and watch it again.
I
liked them all except for the second one. The second one was I never want to watch again. But I liked them. I liked them all. I definitely want to go back and watch them again. And I was kind of shocked about how much every episode was left open-ended. Like it was set up like, oh, let's make a series out of this. Like almost every episode was like,
yeah,
when's the next episode coming out? I thought it would be more contained stories that, or I thought they would all be contained stories that wouldn't leave anything, that it would be all, a one shot. But it seems like everything was like, let's see, that left me wanting more from the characters that I saw.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think the Night Ninja kind of set up an amazing show. Like, because then you have this elder Jedi, and they're going to go restart the Jedi Order, and you've got these just cool lineup right behind him. It was so cinematic.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, they take off on their starship
to go find her dad.
That's right. Yeah, because he's still alive. Yeah.
And they basically end the episode like, what's going to happen next? Like, are you going to help me find my dad? Of course I am. Okay. And then, done.
Oh, yeah. It was awesome. But I liked, there were some things about this Toby, this TO1B that I really liked.
Mm-hmm.
The lightsaber battle, which I complained about, there were too many of. I think it was early enough in the anthology that I really dug it. The droids, there's a lot of droids in there, so that's always a win. Oh man, our frames per second is like crap. It's like really bad right now.
The Disney Plus.
Is anybody even watching at this point? I don't know.
Let me see.
We are.
I'm gonna go back to host only. You guys hang tight here. Let me see if I can get us jump start again. And we're back.
And we're back.
Let's see. So I think. All right, let's see if we can. There we go.
But
that kind of worked. Kind of did.
But go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say real quick, like performance-wise here. This is totally off topic, but I was watching Michael Fire Jr. again, the godfather of live stream and OBS, and he's just like, got to get a PC. You're just gonna have to get a PC. Anybody who asks, yeah, Mac's great for creative, but for streaming, Mac doesn't matter what Mac you have, it won't process, and that's why you guys are out of sync every episode a little bit. It's not anything to do with my connection or your connection. It's this. Anyway, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say like the overall
little behind the curtain there.
I think for Vengeance was pretty. I think it was pretty like well received. Like everything I've seen has been really super positive about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't hear too many complaints for it. It's a good thing to have while we wait for the other stuff that we really want.
I think it's like a good little like you go to a fancy restaurant like TGI Fridays, and you get the appetizer platter with all like, here's some potato skins and some wings, and I felt like that's kind of what this was like. Here's just some stuff to whet your appetite till the big stuff comes.
That's what I had at the movie theater the other night.
But
yeah, it's sampler platter. It was. I felt sick as a dog.
Yeah,
but then it's funny. I know Erin. I know you weren't as high on it, but I actually saw some comments or some stories that were like saying, Vision's the best thing Star Wars has released in years. Like there's some people that like thought it was, I liked it a lot, but I wouldn't go that far. But there's people that loved it that much that said that they should do more of that, like let other people take over the stories. Like Justin was saying earlier, do you think they gave him direction? I think the only direction they gave him was keep it TV PG.
Yeah,
it's going to be on Disney Plus. I think they let them do whatever they want, and here's, you can use the characters however you want, basically, and or you make up your own characters. But I think they just said keep it TV PG so we can have it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it's cool that it's out there. The fact that people are loving it is amazing. I didn't connect with it. I don't hate it. It's just there. I don't know. I don't think I'll revisit it. I have no real desire to. Maybe the first episode, but yeah, no. But hey man, that's art. Not everybody's gonna love it. So
yeah, definitely.
I think even if this whole thing was done just so you could have the duel on your iPad, you know what I mean? Like if you have the duel like queued up on Disney Plus, saved in your watch list, it was worth it.
Yeah.
All those hours that they toiled away. Did you watch any of the behind the scenes stuff with the artists in the studios?
No.
Some interesting stuff there. You could tell who was like, they all love Star Wars, but there were a couple that were like legit Star Wars fans that have been waiting their entire lives. And when they say it, you believe they've been waiting for that call.
That's cool.
That's awesome. Oh, what the heck?
Oh, speaking of waiting for a call.
Speaking of, because we gotta wrap this thing up. We've been on for 90 minutes plus.
Bruce Boa.
from Beyond the Grave.
Erin, 9Lando945 says, "You mean like tapas? Erin is so uncultured." We know who that is. Tapas. Oh yeah, where were we? All right, let's see what happens here.
Hey there, Erin. It's Brock. I just wanted to wish
See,
you
I paid twice for Brock here. Let's see.
No wonder he's booked.
I booked him out for the rest of the month. Speaking of, all right, here we go.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Erin. Happy birthday to you. From your friends at Dad Wars. Erin. My friend. Ow. Man, it stinks when your hair gets stuck in your helmet. Hi, I'm Emily. I play the armorer, and I hear you're a pretty great guy. Your friends at Dad Wars asked me to record a little birthday message for you, and so I am, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day. I hear that you are a huge fan of Star Wars, which just delights me, and that you're a pretty great dad. So, you and Edison go have some fun. You tell all your friends to give you lots of presents because I said so, and also because this is the way. Happy birthday.
That was amazing, and she needs to take her helmet off more.
And that's our cameo budget for the year.
It's our tax write-offs, Justin. It's all good.
Absolutely. Maybe.
That's amazing. Thank you. That's and guys, you got to give me presents.
This is the way.
Armor said so.
This is the way.
Yeah.
So now we have a "This is the way" from her. That's cool.
This is the way.
Well, I could have just ripped it off of Disney Plus, but it's personal.
That's so cool.
Oh man. And there you have it. That's our show, right? Any do we want to get Ray's picks? Luis's favorite part of the show.
Yeah.
There's a couple of good things that just came out. There's a show on Netflix called Midnight Mass. That's really, really good. It's kind of like a scary show, but it's like amazing. Actually, it's not. Everything is earned in that show. Really, really good. It just came out, and then I just watched the Korean show called Squid Games, which is like currently, I guess, blowing up on Netflix. It's like the number one show on Netflix right now, which is kind of crazy for a Korean drama, but it's really, really good. If you guys check that out, it's like so good. Insane. Yeah, it's more than what when you first see it, you're like, oh, it's this, but it's actually pretty. It's a little bit different than what you think it's going to be. I'm trying to think what movie did I watch recently. There's something that just Many Saints of Newark just came out. The Sopranos
Get out
prequel.
It's in theaters or where can I? HBO Max.
HBO Max and theaters.
Oh my gosh!
Just watched that the other night or last night actually. That was a lot of fun. interesting, kind of funny to see a big Sopranos fan. So it was fun. And there's one more thing I was going to tell you.
Does it all work? Does that work as a prequel? Does it all fit together, or is it like
yeah, it definitely
heavy-handed?
does. Like they work some stuff in. Like they have like young Syl, and he's like bald with a comb over.
Nice.
And young Polly and Junior, and like all through the series, you always heard about Dickie Moltisanti, and it's actually the show is
Christopher's dad.
Dickie Moltisanti. He's like the main character in the show, basically. Tony is in it, but he's not like the focus of the movie.
Okay. All right.
And what was I going to say? There's some there's a it's you remember, I don't know if you remember, I always thought it was funny that Tony would get really mad because Junior would say he doesn't have the makings of a varsity athlete. They actually have him.
Oh, they pulled that
in the movie, which is really funny. It's great. Yeah, I enjoyed it, and I think that's it. That's all I can think of. Oh, and if you want to, Only Murders in the Building is still going strong.
Yep. I started watching it.
It's
so good.
And like I said, if you get caught up, there's like this one episode, Erin, that's gonna blow your mind.
Is it the one with Theo?
Yeah. Did you catch up? Did you see that?
I'm all caught up. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Yeah. That episode like amazing?
Amazing.
Yeah.
The sound mixing is incredible.
Yeah, it's crazy how good that episode is.
Yeah.
But that's going strong, and I was gonna say if you have Hulu, check out. There's a movie on there. It's a Korean movie called I Saw the Devil. It's like one of my favorite movies in the past 10 years, just because of how crazy, and you have no idea what's going to happen next. Like we watch a lot of movies. Sometimes you watch a movie for 5 minutes and you know what the whole movie's going to be. This is a movie that you have watching this movie, you have no idea from minute to minute what's going to happen next. It's so good and out there. And like I said, I like to watch it with the subtitles, but it's called I Saw the Devil, and it's just the craziest thing. Like you can't even imagine how crazy that movie is, but it's so good. But that's it. That's all I can think of right now.
That's good. Those are quality picks.
Make sure that you watch. Oh, and Gamora on or Gamera, as Erin calls it, on HBO Max. Please watch that show. It's so good.
Every show.
It's so good.
Until we all watch it. And
tonight is Owen Wilson on Saturday Night Live, which is like a dream come true.
Yeah,
I can't wait.
We might have to
45 minutes.
Yeah.
We might have to jump back on Skype and do just hang out and watch that together.
Yeah, I think we will.
What's he saying? Erin spoils the sound mixing.
Me too. I'm horrible about that.
What happened?
Erin said the sound mixing on that episode is great, and then Lando 945 said, "I hate it when Erin spoils the sound mixing of a show." Yeah.
I gotta stop doing that.
Yeah.
I just want to also I'm going to add to Ray's list Reservation Dogs on Hulu.
Oh yeah, I watched that. It's great.
God, there's so much good TV on right now.
Bill Burr was on it. Enough said.
Yeah,
there, I spoiled that.
Yeah, that's a show that's funny, but then like there's episodes where you're like about to cry watching that show. It's really, really good.
Let me tell Lando 945, Ray watches Star Wars and Korean stuff and everything else.
I watch a lot of.
Let's
Korean
be clear.
Stuff, I watch a lot of Italian stuff. Korean stuff.
Doing the show, Ray's been watching 3 things. So.
And he's been watching Three's Company too.
Yeah, but I haven't watched the What If yet. I need to get on that.
It's fun. It's fun. It's an anthology stuff that I complained about a few months ago that I don't like, but I loved it.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Midnight Mass is excellent. Like it's next level good. It's really, really.
Is it horror? Is it horror? Is it horror?
I don't want to give away what it is.
I just don't like the horror genre.
But we'll say this much about Midnight Mass: the sound mixing, for my money.
Spoil it. Don't spoil
You're right. I'm sorry.
but it's
Look in the chat.
Midnight Mass is I can't really say it's a horror show, but I can't really say it's not. But it doesn't like, it's not American Horror Story where it's just as soon as you turn it on, someone's getting stabbed in blood. It's like one of the best written shows I've ever watched, and the acting is all top notch. The look of it is like movie quality all the way through. It's just a great show, and then it also has like, it also builds to like what it is, like the horror aspect of the show, but it's completely earned, and it's nothing is gratuitous. It's all for the story. Like it really is a great show. Like if you want to watch it, I like Julie loved it. Like and she barely ever binges anything, and we watched it like in 2 nights. Like she like loved it.
Midnight Mass.
Yeah, Midnight Mass. Oh, what's he say? Gamora's a new wire. He's like,
the show everyone who has seen it demands we see it.
It's true. It's so good. Gamora is so good. It's like disgusting how good Gamora is. Gamora is like amazing, and I don't know a single person besides me that has watched it. So I feel like I have like no one that can reference this show with me. It drives me crazy. But
where it's on Netflix, you say?
945's watched it.
Yeah, it's so good. No, it's on HBO Max, and there's actually like they're doing, I think, at least one more season, and then there's like a movie, but I haven't watched the movie yet because I think the movie ties into the show. But God, Gamora is it's like a Michael Mann mixed with Sopranos, but like way more serious. It's like and more hardcore. It's nuts. But okay, I'm done. I don't want to.
I'm just stalling till SNL comes on, but okay.
I know.
All right, we'll wrap it up. Thanks for the couple of people who joined. I think Sundays are better night. I don't think we had as good a turnout tonight. We definitely didn't get our. Thankfully, our guy showed up here at the end, but we didn't get too much. Look at me. I'm just ending on a downer note. We look forward to seeing everybody on a future episode of Dad Wars. We're really.
Hey, you know what, though?
Really
People
doing
missed out. We had some really great guest stars on this one, so that's
I know. It's awesome.
We'll do it live.
All right. And then we have to close
Thank
out
you,
the show.
guys. Thank you for the birthday show. That was
it till you turned 60, man. That's all we could swing for. That.
I don't spoil too much, but 10 years, that's going to happen.
It'll be Granddad Wars by then.
Oh, my God. In heaven, help us. Please help us. Make every day count. Make every day count for sure. Oh, my goodness. All right. And that's it, huh?
I'm trying to think anything else
Anything
I can think
else?
of.
All right,
No.
we're good. All right, let's see.
All right.
Well, we got
SNL.
Pod racing on Malastare.
Owen Wilson.
Very fast, very dangerous.
hit the wrong Qui-Gon button again.
May the force be with you.
Have a good night, everybody. Like and subscribe. Please.
Bye for now.
Hit the like button. Subscribe. Turn on notifications. And here we go. Bye. Bye.
Out here for you. You don't know what it's like to be me out here for you. It is an up at dawn, pride swallowing siege that I will never fully tell you about, okay? God, help me. Help me, Rod. Help me. Help you. Help me. Help you.
This is the way.